Are you preparing to take a tour around the world? Then pack your bags and your cutlery as we take you on a trip away from comfort food and wholesome meals to a journey of unknown delicacies and culinary traditions. And don't forget your napkins as we discover the world's 10 most bizarre food practices. Number 1. Rocky Mountain Oysters, United States of America. If you're a seafood enthusiast and you've come here in hopes of finding a rare kind of oyster, then this is certainly not the dish for you. Although the name suggests that perhaps these are delicately prepared oysters found in Rocky Mountain waters, they're actually made of, wait for it, bull penis. This dish is a delicacy in lands where cattle ranching is common and prevalent. After the end of the cattle drive, a part of the bovine population was kept for breeding and the latter for consumption. In an effort to control cattle numbers, bull testicles were cut and, well, consumed so as not to waste them. The testicles are skinned, peeled, and chopped up into pieces or cut into slices which are coated in a mixture of flour, pepper, and salt. They're batter fried to perfection like any other fried meat and served with a sauce. The dish is usually enjoyed in festivals, fairs, and specialty restaurants where they are served as appetizers. The concept of the dish might be unfamiliar and rather unorthodox, but the finished product leaves consumers wanting more and more. Number 2. Tuna eyeballs, Japan. Tuna eyeballs, or maguro no merama, is a delicacy found in Japan. While it's mostly served in restaurants and izakayas, one can even buy it fresh from local fishermen and cook it themselves. The main ingredients required to prepare this are soy sauce and mirin. If you want to add a pang of flavors, other ingredients such as ginger and garlic can be added to the base to cater to your tastes. Although tuna eyeballs are not a staple in every country, it has a very familiar texture and mouth feel. The texture of the dish is similar to that of bone marrow, and it has to be eaten in the same way you would suck the marrow of the bone. Tuna eyeballs are certainly not something you would expect on your dinner table even every now and then, but its rich nutrients, simplicity, and unique texture is what hooks people on the dish. Number 3. Century egg, or the 100-year-old egg, or the 1,000-year-old egg. Century eggs, or the 100-year-old eggs, or 1,000-year-old eggs are a popular delicacy found in China. No, it's not actually 100 years old, but there is a lot of chemistry behind preparing this extraordinary egg dish. It is made by preserving chicken or quail eggs, but mostly duck eggs wrapped in a mixture of clay, ash, chemical substances, and mud, and left for several months to pickle. The mud soil is seasoned with spices of choice, such as pepper and salt, and in some cases even tea leaves, and other flavor components, and a mixture of chemical ingredients such as soda ash and quicklime. The soda ash and quicklime react with water from the mud to create a highly alkaline compound called sodium hydroxide. This sodium hydroxide breaks down the egg proteins and combines with water to give it the gelatin consistency you can see when the egg is cut open. The gelatinous layer is wrapped around the yolk, which has a very creamy texture similar to that of a very creamy cheese or custard. The creamy consistency of the yolk can be attributed to the presence of hydrogen sulfide and ammonia, which also gives it its signature pungent smell. After the mud is lathered onto the eggs, they're wrapped in a layer of hull and left to cure for several months. Century eggs may be unconventional to standard practices of eating eggs, but the strong smell and the unique taste remain unparalleled to any other kind of egg dishes. Number 4. Black pudding, Africa, America, Asia, Europe. Pudding is a familiar dish to people of all ages. They're velvety smooth and jiggly texture, and soft cream color under a layer of rich orange color caramel can brighten anyone's day. But black pudding is quite contradictory to any traditional kind of dessert pudding you've probably seen so far. Black pudding is also known as blood sausage. It is one of the oldest forms of sausage known and is commonly eaten in countries such as England, Scotland, and Ireland. In order to maximize the products procured from slaughtered animals, the blood from the animals is collected. Spices, animal fat, and other binding agents such as barley and wheat were added to the blood to make a congealed substance with a texture similar to sausage. Additional spices of choice enhance the flavor of the sausage and help diminish the bloody and gamey odor. Despite its odd nature, it can be considered as a superfood. Its low amount of carbohydrates, high percentage of zinc and iron, and high percentage of protein give it its status. Furthermore, its culinary versatility allows multiple people to customize the blood sausage to cater to their palates, making it an unconventional but popular dish in several regions. Number 5. ESCAMOL, Mexico. If you're fond of caviars and its textures, you'll probably like this. If, however, you're not fond of ants and other bugs, you'll probably want to steer away from this dish, as it's a marriage between the two. ESCAMOL, also known as Mexican caviar, is essentially edible larvae and pupae of certain species of ants. They're prepared by lightly frying them until they turn white and can be used as a topping for multiple Mexican dishes, such as tacos and tortillas. It has a flavor profile similar to that of nuts and butter, and a texture similar to that of cottage cheese. Furthermore, escamoles have a high percentage of necessary amino acids, making them a rich source of protein and are also packed with other healthy ingredients. Apart from their nutritional value, their culinary dexterity makes them a popular ingredient in Mexican culture. Number 6. BEONDEGI, South Korea. BEONDEGI is found in grocery stores in Korea or in the food carts on the streets of Korea. The word BEONDEGI, simply translated, means silkworm pupae. It's usually prepared by boiling them or lightly frying them in oil, giving them a crisp exterior but a soft and mushy interior. The small pupae are actually packed with nutritional value and are high in protein, making it popular among people who are keen on maintaining their fitness. Although an acquired taste, its prevalence paired with its nutty and fishy taste make it a popular snack for people too. So why not substitute unhealthy packaged crisps with this savory and healthy snack? Number 7. Marmite, UK, New Zealand, Australia. This one's for the people who like to lather their bread with spreads for their breakfast. Marmite is commonly found on tables in the United Kingdom and is formed by byproducts of beer brewing. The yeast extract is heated in extremely high temperatures, and the thick paste that is left behind after evaporation is then seasoned with other ingredients. Marmite has a unique and strong salty taste which divides the population in two. Although it's rich with B vitamins, it also has a high content of sodium. Although it's rich in B vitamins, it also has a high sodium content, making it another cause for people to debate on whether or not Marmite stays in their pantry. You either absolutely love it or you hate it. There is no in between. Number 8. Bird's nest soup, China. China is home to numerous birds, one of them being a little black bird called the swiftlet. These small birds' homes make up one of the most unique dishes the land has to offer. Thrice a year, swiftlets build nests in caves. Harvesters collect these nests, and due to their difficult harvesting procedure and rarity, each nest can be sold for $1,000 or more. Swiftlets build their nests from their saliva. Thus, they're extremely high in protein. When dissolved in water to cook the soup, the saliva gives it a gelatinous texture and a flavor similar to that of crab. The saliva is said to have anti-inflammatory properties and can reduce side effects from chemotherapy. In conclusion, bird nest soup may be expensive, but people are drawn to it not only because of its distinctiveness and authenticity, but also because of the numerous health benefits the nest offers. Number 9. Balut, Philippines. Balut may have the appearance of any ordinary boiled egg, but it is far from ordinary. It's a fertilized boiled duck egg, often sold in the streets of the Philippines and other Southeast Asian countries. To prepare balut, eggs have to be incubated for a period of 2 to 3 weeks, followed by boiling or steaming them. The top layer consists of a soupy component that tastes similar to chicken stock. The next layer is the yolk, which has a similar texture. And lastly, the embryo has a taste and texture similar to that of liver. Balut serves as a cheap source of protein and calcium, but it has similar nutritional value to that of a chicken egg. There are several controversies surrounding balut given its nature of preparation and consumption. Although it's a Filipino delicacy, it's definitely not for the faint-hearted. Number 10. Cobra heart, Vietnam. To finish our list is a Vietnamese novelty. Snakes are a popular food in Vietnam. They can be prepared in numerous ways, such as fried, boiled, steamed, grilled, stewed, barbecued, and can even be consumed raw, but is extremely high in protein and has beneficial properties for health. But perhaps eating a beating cobra heart tops all other dishes in our list. The snake is cut open in front of the guest, and the beating heart is served in a small cup. It's also known as the ultimate aphrodisiac, and is known to increase men's stamina and virility, making it the Viagra of Vietnam. Despite its extremely peculiar nature and consumption method, it's a highly coveted dish, and it definitely tops our list of bizarre food practices. And that is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. While you're here, go ahead and click one of these 2 videos on your screen. See you there!